Hello, my GEC pre-algebra class. Welcome to Heart Academy for our second day of class together, January 8, 2018. And in this video, I'm going to do post some homework help for tonight's assignment. All right, so if you were in the Google Classroom and figured out how to get to this video, what you did was you started here, you went to classwork, which is the easiest place to find homework, and you found the video that's up here. Now, by the time you get it, it'll probably be down here in week 1. In fact, I'm going to put it there now. So when you open this, you'll see it in week 1 in that topic. In week 1, save. Yep. All right, so there we go. So now you're going to see this. You should actually have seen it like this. You will see it, like I said, by the time you get this video. Bam. So we have this under week 1 homework. That's where I just put it. And let's see if it works. Ta-da! So week 1 homework, which is right here. And if you scroll down a little bit, you should have found my video right about here. Okay, so I'm going to open up the video, the questions for today. And here we are. The back of the packet that we've been working on since yesterday looks like this. So remember, in class, we pretty much completed the packet in class today. You just have a few questions that you can answer on your own. And of course, the first day, we also did some of the packet. So my point is that by the time you complete this page right here, which is the back of the packet, unless you just printed out this page on your own or using this page through Kami, if you've done just this page, you need to make sure the entire packet gets turned in because you're going to start a new packet tomorrow. All right. So here we go. And just as a quick reminder, I'll do some of these questions with you to help you through the homework. Question number 1. This one says 12 miles below sea level. Remember, below is a negative word, so it's going to be negative 12. Number 2, 2 feet taller. So you're going to be short or you're going to be tall. If you're tall, what kind of number do you think that is? A positive number. So our answer here is 2, right? Number 5, a coupon for $20 off. So if you're doing $20 off, are you adding money or are you subtracting money? You're subtracting money, so coupon for $20 off is going to be a negative 20, right? You can do these questions on your own. 2, 4, 6, you're going to do on your own, okay? If you don't know what withdrawal means, it means, you're taking money out of an account, okay? And the word above. So the key words in here, I'll even tell you what the key words are. Above, withdraw, above. Got it? Yes, you do. All right, moving on. So now we have, let me erase it easier. Hold on. And remember here, don't forget, okay? We're going to rewrite that book, that whole alligator book, because elementary school should not be teaching students how to do greater than or less than by alligators. Remember that in class? Okay, I'm glad you do. If you had no idea what I'm talking about, you should come to class more often. Now, here we go. So remember, you want to put this on the side of your page or something like that. If it's this way, it's greater than. If it's this way, it's less than. And remember, the less than sign almost looks like an L, especially the way I write it because, I have problems with my handwriting when I'm writing with a mouse. So, what type of sign should go in number 7? 6 is blank, then negative 7. We know that 6 is bigger, so the greater than sign, which means the greater than sign faces this way. Okay? Now, how about this one? Negative 17 is what? To negative 14. Remember, when you're in negative land, I like to call it, okay? All the negative numbers are on this side, right? And so I have, like, on this side, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. You get the idea, right? This side are positive numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the idea. Now, if I start at negative 17, which is way past this way, okay? And then I'm looking at where negative 14 would be. 14 is a little bit higher going this way, right? Isn't the negative 14 closer to the 0? So when you're in negative land, I like to call it, the number that looks like it's closer to 0 is the bigger number, right? So negative 14 is the bigger number here. But this does not say negative 14 is bigger than negative 17. That's not how we read it. What this says, because remember, that's a less than sign. Doesn't it look like that slanted L? What this says is negative 17 is less than negative 14. Negative 17 is less than negative 14, which basically means, like I said, the negative 14 is bigger. There you go with some alligator teeth if you need it. Just learn how to read it correctly. All right, so now let's take a look at these last two. Actually, those last two I'm going to leave for you to do on your own. Ordering the integers from least to greatest. We practiced this in class, and you guys did fabulous with it. All right, so what is the smallest number that we have here? I see the negative 12, because negative 12 is farther away from the 0. And then I see a negative 7. The next smallest number would be a negative 4. The next smallest number would be a negative 1. The next smallest number would be 0. And 2. And then the 5. You do number 12 on your own. Okay, moving right along, are we? Hey. Oh, night long. Hey, all night. I'm turning on my fan so you can actually see it. What? Let's wait a minute. Let's put this fan in. Oh, night long. Oh, night. Yeah. All right. Okay, so here we go. And the next part of the page looks like this. Bam. Bottom part of our page. Last part is a review. Remember, you're going to put your integral rule sheets in front of you. Now, if you don't know where your integral rule sheet, it's in your red folder. And, oh my God, let's say you left your red folder. You don't know where it is, right? Because you've already lost it or something like that. No worries, because you know what? All you have to do is go back to a Google Classroom. Okay? Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of this Google Classroom, you're going to see resources. And guess what I put in there? The integrals, right? And a multiplication chart. Same multiplication chart that you see in class. You click on that, it'll pop up for you, right? And integrals, same integrals that I gave you in class in that red folder. Click on here, it'll pop up for you. So you also have it virtually as well as on paper. I know, I'm good. You're welcome. So, moving on. Now I have the integrals memorized. And if you don't have them memorized, you should always keep that integral paper in front of you, or if you're looking at it electronically, right? So look at here. I'm just going to do a few of these, and you'll do the rest. So the first one is easy. You have a positive plus a positive. Now you know a positive plus a positive is a positive. Just add them together. So that's 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. Okay? Look at this one. Negative plus a positive. What are you going to do? You're going to subtract, keep the sign of the higher digit. Anytime where you have a negative or positive, find the difference of the two, which means subtract. And no, you don't have to subtract it like this, because that just looks freaky weird. In your head, just go ahead and flip it around. In your head or on paper or scrap paper. I'm going to subtract to find a difference by doing this. Okay? 15 minus 3. That's going to give me 12. So I know my answer is 12. But is it going to stay a positive 12 or is it going to change to a negative 12? Well, all you have to do is take a look at the digits, which means the 3 or the 15. Not the sign, but just the digit, which means a 3 or a 15. And what you're going to do is keep the sign of the higher digit. What's higher, a 3 or a 15? 15. And that 15 happens to be positive, so my answer will stay a positive 12. Alright, next one over, we have negative 17 plus 7. Look at that, another negative plus a positive, so we're going to subtract, right? So I have 18 minus 7, which I can write it this way. Bam, that's an 8. Alright, 8 minus 7 is 1. There we go, 1 minus nothing is 11. So I know the answer right there is going to be 11. But is this going to be a positive or negative 11? Right? Take a look at the digits, an 18 or a 7. Which one is bigger? The 18. That 18 happens to be negative, so I'll keep that negative sign. There it is. Ooh, these next ones. The next one happens to be a subtraction problem. Okay? If you're following the subtraction rules, you know by now that there are 3 steps that you need to follow. Right? So what I'm first going to do is change this into a better sheet of paper. Okay? Okay, so remember, step 1, change it to an addition problem. Bam. Right? Step 2, change the sign of the second digit. That's a positive 8, I'm now changing it to a negative 8. Step 3, follow the addition steps. A negative, plus a positive. Positive plus negative, you gotta subtract it. 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep the sign of the higher digit. What's higher, the 11 or the 8? Positive 11 or the 8 or the negative 8. Now the higher digit is 11, and that 11 happens to be positive, so I'll keep my answer as a positive 3. Let's try it again. We have a subtraction problem. Change to addition. Change the sign of the second digit. okay, of the second number. So now I still have a positive plus a negative, so that means you actually will subtract them to find the difference. 19 minus 4, sign, 9 minus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 5, 15, I knew it, is 15. But now, which digit is bigger, a 4 or a 19? The 19 is bigger, so I will keep the negative sign, keep the sign of the larger digit. Okay, alright, now let's try the next one over here. Again, change it to addition problem, right? And then change the sign of the second digit. Boom. Now follow your addition rules. You have a negative plus a negative. Right now, as you know, a negative plus a negative is ghetto shopping. You're still in a negative, just add them together. So this will be negative 8. There we go. Let's try number 20 together. Number 20. Number 20 is an addition problem, so again, just follow your addition rule. A negative plus a negative, ghetto shopping. So my answer will be negative, and 12 plus 1 is 13. There we go. Let's see. Any ones we haven't done before just yet? Oh yeah, look at these. We were practicing these in class. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? I know the original song is here, but get the idea. You see a plus sign right here, don't you? Alright, so let's just make it a plus sign and skip the subtraction rules. Because now we can go straight to the addition rules. 19, see it's a positive 19, and a 5, right? So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Positive 24. Let's do it again. Whenever you see this number this combination of a minus, half a parentheses, and a minus, if you notice, looks like a big plus sign. So make it a big plus sign. Now just follow the addition rules. A negative 15, you see how this is a negative 15, and a positive 7. What do we do when we have a negative and a positive? We subtract, keep the sign of the higher digit. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is going to give us an 8. Well, what kind of 8 is it going to be, positive or negative? What's the higher digit, 15 or the 7, right? And you see the 15 is higher, so let's carry that negative sign. There you go. We're going to try number 24 on your own. Okay? And then let's go down and see what else we have. Okay? Now remember, the multiplication and division rules are exactly the same. Positive times a positive is positive. Negative times a negative is a positive. Or negative times a positive times negative is a negative. The only time you'll have a negative answer is when you are mixing a negative and a positive, and that is true for multiplying and dividing integers, right? So, but you also want to make sure that you understand, right, that any number outside of parentheses, and there's nothing there, this is a multiplication problem. So this is 8 times 11. This is a multiplication problem. Negative 2 times negative 1. Okay? That's in algebra, meaning multiplication. 15 times negative 3. Right? And then you have the division sign that you normally used to see. There are several different ways that you were able to do our problems and that don't use the traditional symbolic signs. Okay? And remember what I said in class and in last night's video, fractions mean division. Okay? So, and then last but not least, we practiced absolute value. Remember, absolute value just means how many jumps will it take to get to 0 if you were on the number line. So imagine that you are on the number 20 on the number line. How many jumps would it take to get back to 0? 20. Exactly. Okay? So that would be 20. Negative 9. How many jumps would it take to get back to 0? 9. Right? Now, when you have these right here involving the problems of absolute value, you figure out the absolute value first, right? Negative 16. Do this. How many jumps would it take to get back to 0 here? 16. And then do this. How many jumps do you get back to a 2 if you're on number 1? 2. Put that sign back in the middle and have a regular addition problem. 16 plus 2. That's going to give us 18. I'll try a few more of these. That's all. Try a few more of these with you. Okay? So now let's take a look at this. Here we go. Absolute value of 5 is 5. Absolute value of 7 is 7. And then I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 7 is what? It's still an integer rule, so you can actually make it to addition. Change the sign of the second number. Now you have a positive plus a negative, which is you're going to subtract. Keep the sign of the higher digit. Okay? And then you try the rest of these on your own. Okay? And then when it comes to this, you do what's inside of the absolute value. So 10 minus 15. Basically, what I want you to do is this, right? So next line, you would drop the inequality sign. Follow your rules. This means you're going to subtract, keep the sign of the higher number. You should get -5. Okay, number 44 and number 45, I'm going to allow you to do on your own, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.